Welcome, lovers! I don't know what I'm doing, but you probably already knew that. And there are lots of lovely people in the world who are just frickin' rays of sunshine that make everyone else's lives better. And they're wonderful, and I love them, and just, it's wonderful. And today I'm going to talk about a particular ray of sunshine that I happen to love a great deal. So, I think about the time I was graduating high school, there was a new person selling papers on a little street by the highway next to where my parents live. And the first day that we met this guy, I think we were going to church or something like that, but it was early morning, it was a Sunday, we were going down, he was selling papers, and my mom is a paper reader, so we always stopped to get one. And we stopped there to buy a paper, and usually the dude who was there beforehand would stop, be like, here, you owe me this much, here's your paper, have a good day. And this dude was like, hey, how are you guys doing? This is just a wonderful day, isn't it? Here's your paper. I hope you have a nice day. You look lovely today. Just like really friendly, really fun dude. And it was just like, it was kind of one of those experiences where you're like, oh, what a nice person. And then the rest of the day you're just like happier to be alive. And my mom, because she bought the paper every Sunday, got to talk to this guy all the time. And I didn't go with her all the time, but I would get to see him a decent amount. And I don't really remember when this part started happening, but at some point he started referring to both me and my mother as Your Highness. Like, he calls my mom the Queen, and he calls me and my sister Princess. But he calls all of us Your Highness. And it is adorable and so sweet. And at some point we found out that the guy used to be homeless, but that doing this job has helped him kind of get back up on his feet. And it's just so nice to get to talk to him. Like, he's got to talk to us about, like, where he came from, what he believes in, how much he loves people, like, all this kind of stuff. And it's so nice, and we've gotten to talk to him about, like, what we do for a living, what we enjoy, all that kind of stuff. And like, if we've had a bad day, or like a bad week or something, and we go up to get a paper, it's always nice, because we'll talk to this guy, and he'll be like, oh, well, I hope your week gets so much better. I bet you there's a blessing coming your way. And it's just so sweet, all the time. It's great. But I remember after I came back from college, because I was very briefly at college, I went by to get my mom a paper one morning, because she was off doing something, she was busy, she didn't have time to. So I went to get the paper for my mom, and he was just like, oh, I haven't seen you in a while, how are you doing? I heard you went to college for a while. Oh, that didn't work out? That's okay, I bet you'll have a great time anyway. Like, because I was in the middle of that, I just dropped out of college feeling like a failure type of a thing, and he was like, I bet you got all kinds of blessings coming your way, college probably just wasn't meant for you, you've got such a bright future. Like, he's so great, and I love him so much. And I used to know his name. I'm sad that I can't remember his name right now. But like, because I live in an apartment away from that area now, I don't often go over there, much less on Sundays. So I almost never see him anymore. So I wish I could remember his name. I'm sure my mom knows it. And my mom doesn't read the paper as religiously as she used to, but she still gets it a decent enough times to, like, talk to him. And I remember after I had Emmy and we gave her to the adoptive family, I had at one point dog sat for my mom because her and dad were both out of town. And I went by and decided to get her a paper because I knew she was going to be back in another day or two. And we were talking, and I think we started talking about kids because his significant other was pregnant at the time. And I was like, oh yeah, I just had a little girl. And he was like, oh my gosh, you're a mom? That's so great. And like, I explained to him the whole situation of, oh, well, we had to adopt her off because we weren't in a position where we could properly give her what she needs. And he was like, you know what, that is a wonderful thing that you did for that family. I imagine that must be really hard, but you did something wonderful and amazing, and you are still that child's mother, and I bet you when they're older they're gonna love you. And it made me so happy, because like, it's one of those things where if you see them and you're thinking about something that's really bothering you, that they just kind of know what to say to make you feel better, especially in that kind of a situation, because that was a really, really hard thing for me. It still is sometimes. So it's just kind of nice to get that reassurance that, hey, you did what needed to be done, and it's a good thing. He started talking about how excited he was to have his kid and how his life is just going so great. And I was like, I'm so happy for you, man. This is awesome. And like, it genuinely makes me happy to know that he's doing so well with his life, because he came out of such a tough situation, but he stayed so positive the whole time, and he made the lives of the people around him better because of just the way he reflected happiness and positivity. And just, I feel like we need more people like that in the world, because I don't come across people like that very often, but when I do, it's always just such a wonderful experience in life. And he's kind of one of those people that I look at and I'm like, I want to be like that. And it's hard with all of the problems that I have chemically in my brain, but it's still one of those things that I'm like, I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to have someone come up to me and just have their whole day be that much better. And I went to dog sit for my parents again this weekend because they were both out of town again. And I got to see him. I bought my mom a paper, and he was just so happy. Like, he showed me, because it's at a red light that tends to last a long time. This is how we have our conversations. But like, he came up and he was so excited, and he was like, I have some pictures to show you. Like, he showed me pictures of his kid. He was so happy and so proud and just giddy with life. And I showed him pictures of Emmy, and he was like, oh, she's so beautiful. And I'm like, you're just so great. And he was like, I came home the other day and then I saw this, and he showed me a picture of like a cute little black puppy, and he was like, now we have a dog and it's like a real family. And I'm like, this is so great. Because it's like, I don't know if this is something that everyone experiences, but I get so utterly proud of my friends. Like, I am the mother friend, which has been established between pretty much all of my friends. Because I am, while I am amongst my friends equally as weird and immature and stupid as they are whenever we want to be, I'm also that friend that goes, don't do that, you're going to hurt yourself. Or, stop it, you're gonna stop. Or like, if somebody gets hurt, I'm like, come here, let me take care of you, let me fix it. That's just the kind of friend that I am. And I'm also, in that same sense, very encouraging and very proud of my friends. So if they accomplish something, or if they're happy with something, then I'm just like, I'm so happy for you. Like, I feel like when you have that much pride for your friends and family, it's almost like watching your own kids grow up, even though they're the same age as you and they're your friends. Like, I know that's a weird comparison, but it kind of feels the same. It's just like, I'm so proud of you because I watched you when you were a couple years ago, and you've grown so much, and it's good to see you happy. And I just have like that same feeling for the paper guy, because I'm like, I met you a couple years ago and you had basically nothing going for you, and look at you, you pulled yourself up, you kept yourself positive, you've got a family going now, I can see the joy in your eyes. It's just so nice. And he strikes me as the kind of person who also is just proud of everyone else too. Because, like, whenever we talk about something, me or my mom or anyone else, that we're, like, excited about or happy about or proud of, he's like, that is so great for you! Like, the same way that a proud parent would. And I love it so much. I just really hope that he gets to thrive, like, to continue to thrive and be happy, and I just want the rest of his life to be full of joys and blessings. Because he's so great. And I know that me and my mom can't be the only ones that he makes as happy as he does when we see him. Because, like, I've had days where I just wanted to curl up in bed and cry all day. And then I would go to get mom a paper and I would see him and I would be so happy the rest of the day. And he just deserves to be happy. And I'm proud to know him. because I got to see him yesterday and I was so utterly happy about it, I decided, you know what, let's make a video about this because I love him so much. I wish I weren't so bad with names. At some point I'm going to ask my mom his name, and hopefully I'll be able to add it to the video or the description or something. But yeah, so that was this week's video. I hope you enjoyed me talking about a really awesome frickin' person. So if you did not enjoy this video, that is perfectly fine and perfectly understandable, but I hope I'll see you in the next video anyway. So until then, I hope your day and or night is just as lovely as you are. So, bye! I know this is corny, but you are amazing.